On the evening of the 10th of May 2018, with the presence of National Amir Sahib, the inspection for National Ijtema of Majlis Khuddam Ahmadiyya Switzerland took place. Afterwards, dinner was shared with all the participants. It's a first-time experience for the Jamaat's own grounds in Noor Mosque, Ugoltigan. Though the community had many more Ijtemas, it was the first time that the event lasted 3 days by the grace of Allah. The opening ceremony began on Friday with the raising of the flag, led by Sadr Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya, Shahid Iqbal Sahib, and the missionary in charge, Muhammad Rashid Ahmed Sahib, followed by a silent prayer. Shortly after, the Friday sermon was given by the missionary in charge on the topic of Jamaat and sacrifice. The prayer was followed by the live Friday sermon by our beloved Imam, Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad, may Allah strengthen his hand. The academic competition started after the recitation of the Holy Quran, poem and pledge. Later on, dinner was followed by the Maghrib and Isha prayers, and the first day ended successfully by the grace of God. The sports competitions of the Khuddam and Atfal took place the next day in the Army Sports Hall in Frauenfeld, a place about 10 minutes drive from our mosque. During this sunny day, Khuddam had individual competitions such as 100 meters running or team sports such as football. As usual, the obstacle race was the day's highlight. On the other hand, the sports competitions for Atfal were divided into 3 categories so that there would be no unfairness due to age difference. In the evening, a discussion took place on the topic of willingness to make sacrifices. We had on the panel Murabbi Sahib in charge, alongside Murabbi Abdul Wahab Sahib, as well as Dr. Shamim Qazi Sahib, who answered the questions very well. Dr. Shamim Qazi Sahib answered the questions about Ramadan from a medical perspective, while the Murabbiyan answered with a religious background, which gave the participants a deep insight into the human body as well as the human nature. The day ended with a campfire. Starting at 10 a.m. on Sunday morning, the finals for academic competitions for Khuddam and Atfal were held. After the Zohar and Asr prayers, the concluding session began with the recitation of the Holy Quran, followed by the pledge and a poem. A short presentation about Humanity First Switzerland was given, in which the National Secretary Tarbiyat, Abdul Wahid Wadaj Sahib, explained how the team of Humanity First had the opportunity to travel to Zimbabwe and help different people by the grace of God. After a brief report by Nazim-e-Ala Jariullah Malik Sahib, Sadr Majlis Khuddam Ahmadiyya Switzerland thanked all the Khuddam and Nazmeen for their steadfastness in all the challenges. In his speech, he called all members to be obedient to the system at all costs. He also drew the attention of the Khuddam and Atfal towards making sacrifices everywhere and at all time. Emphasizing on forgiving others' shortcomings, he furthermore said that every person can contribute to the success of the Jamaat even by observing small rules. The prize distribution ceremony began before Amir Sahib's concluding speech. He drew the members' attention towards the system of Wasiyat, Ramadan, and financial sacrifices. He captivated the audience by telling them how, by the grace of God, the weaknesses will disappear as long as we are part of this blessed scheme. Amir Sahib then led the final prayer, and the Khuddam started the winding up session. Since this year's Ijtema was a pilot for the grounds of Noor Mosque, the Majlis Khuddam al-Ahmadiyya Switzerland had to overcome many challenges, which however brought a very good experience for the future. By the grace of Allah and thanks to our beloved Huzur's prayers, this year's Ijtema was successfully completed and a total of 225 people took part in the event.